Guys, it's Carl. I've been hemming and hawing about getting started on actually chopping the doors on this little beetle build that I got going on here. Uh, kind of I'm kind of scared to start chopping, but I mean that's why I bought it. So it's time to put on my big boy pants and start chopping. So I was just playing around with some sketching. I'm going to sketch out on the other side first in a big way. One of the challenges, of course, nothing is easy. So once I have the door cut down the way I want it, it's all going to be welded shut. There's not going to be any doors. We're going to be getting up into, stepping up into this thing like riding a horse. So, of course, right in here is the fuse panel. And with the magic of editing, I miraculously have a flat blade screwdriver. So yeah, so here's the fuse panel. Okay, we need to have access to that on an ongoing basis, right? This whole panel comes off pretty easily. So I need to relocate this fuse panel. I'm hoping I can just undo a couple screws, flop it down underneath the dash. I don't know. I can't climb under there, but you guys can climb under there with this camera. I don't know. But anyway, if I can relocate this and just dangle it and wire tie it up for now and then just close all this stuff off permanently, it'll save such a hassle. I will, if I have to relocate and extend the harness and all that stuff, it's going to be a real pain in the ass. I'm hoping I can just kind of drop this under and wire tie it up and get it out of the way. So, without further ado, I'm going to get on to doing a template and sketching out on the other side. And I'll let you know what we come up with. This is kind of a first draft, so to speak. I mean, this is just like a wax pencil, like a marking pen, pencil or crayon, which comes off really good easily with a brake cleaner. But anyway, this sounds a little bit tough to see. Believe it or not, this is actually concentric. That shadow is making it look like it's off. But this line here is concentric to my wheel arch, and it's a 9-inch radius there, and then it's 9 inches from the top of the rocker panel all the way across. And then I followed 9 inches up here. Of course, that's kind of what I did with my original drawing, but for some reason that just seems to, the original drawing looks more pleasing with this back profile here. So I'll have to work on that. But yeah, I guess I'll just try to feather this in for a smoother radius. But if I cut it like this, if I cut it here, then you can see, I'm not worried about the crack because that's all gone away. But this line here will probably come down like this. And I'm just thinking it'd be more pleasing to the eye to follow it like that. So that's what I'm playing with right now. I will sketch the template on there and see if we can clean this up to be more appealing to the eye. So I've cut a template that kind of gives me the curvature of the dash, which I think I'm going to try to follow that profile when I cut down the door. It's a little cramped in here, but and then there is a little bit too much of a margin there around that speaker. I'm going to try to cut a little closer to that, and when I do whatever, maybe not, because I have a margin underneath here too. But anyway, I'm going to try to retain the speaker, which would be kind of cool, and probably cut the door about the height that is right there. probably cut the door along here, and it'll come up here, and it'll go around here. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, I've superimposed the tracing onto my template over here. This contour will follow the contour of the dash. Whatever I cap this with, I have some ideas about how I'm going to cap this. And then what I had, this is where the speaker would be, and then it goes across, it would go across a lot higher. The challenge is getting in and out of this sucker. We're not going to have any more doors. This is going to be welded up here. Everything's going to be welded. It's just going to be climb in. Getting up here is a hell of a lot higher. This is a lifted VW as it is. It's up a good 3.5, 4 inches. So getting up any higher than this is my original profile. So I think I'm going to just have to scrap the speaker, and I'll build new door cards. And I will blend this profile into this bottom level down here. In fact, I might even take that down a little lower. I'm not sure. But that's crayon can be scrubbed off, and once you start cutting, it's permanent. So, okay, next phase. All right, so I've kind of erased out the stuff. The area that would have had the speaker was here, and so we have this as the profile of the dash. All this stuff is just unnecessary bullshit right here. So I'm thinking of trying to make a pleasant some sort of a pleasant radius to incorporate the top of the dash. So give me a few minutes and I will see if I can come up with something pleasing here. Alright, well here's my latest option. So what I did was I brought this down another couple inches. So this is 7 inches, 7 inches. From the end of this radius to here is 7 inches, and then it curves back to cover the side of the dash. Then I have 7 inches all the way across here, and I followed this radius 7 inches. But you know, I'm sure I can tweak it as when you get down, you can see that it follows the radius of the wheel. Kind of up here, it looks like it's an optical illusion, but you know, measurements typically don't lie. And it is 7 inches from here to here, here to here, here to here, and then I'll taper it into there. And I think by the rendition that I have, it might actually look a little better than what I actually sketched here. But if you notice, even in my rendition, and I just penciled it in there, you can see the side of the dash, which I just don't think it would look good. You know, just seeing the flat sides of the dash. I mean, I don't really know. What do you guys think? If I could kind of start down here somewhere, man, it would alleviate all my problems with moving the fuse panel. Although now then the fuse panel would be in the weather, so I prefer to have it kind of relocated anyway. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm gonna be fixing the cut real soon now. So I've been wrestling with it back and forth. I think I'm going to end up doing something like this. I'll probably follow the profile right here. I'll probably bring this little line back about an inch. I just freehand sketch that. Bring it back, do a slight radius into here. It's the 7 inches. I like that kind of that height. 7 inches back here. I haven't changed. And then of course you'll see the dash it'll just be kind of a funky, you know, element there. I don't know, but kind of like the way that looks. So, of course, your comments and suggestions are welcome, including how to relocate that fuse panel. If any of you guys have actually, just for one reason or another, had to yank the fuse panel, it looks probably pretty cut and dry, but not 100% sure. And I also have to go on the record and apologize for all the throat clearing, as so. Had the dreaded COVID about 2.5 weeks ago. We're good and cleared now. Managed to get through it pretty easily, but I do have that kind of remaining hacking and a little bit of throat clearing. But you know, life goes on. All right, well that's a real shorty. I'm cheating a little bit. I wanted to add a little bit to the to my channel, and I see guys like Bad Chad. Oh my God, he does like an hour worth of YouTube, like every night, if not 3 nights a week. It's incredible what he's doing with his builds. Those are the guys that inspire me, you know. Bad Chad and you know, just all those guys that are just building really cool stuff. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out of the shade, out of the sun. You know, even Sam Crack, and you know, these guys are my heroes. So I take little snippets and you know, just kind of just figuring out as I go along. But there's so many inspiring guys on YouTube right now. It's just amazing the work they do. But like Bad Chat, I've been watching recently with his Buggy build, and with Jolene. It's just incredible. If you get a chance, check out his channel. It's really incredible. And he's like so freaking fast. I like measure everything 1,000 times, and this guy will just pick up his saw and start chopping metal and slap it on there, and it looks great. So anyway, when I grow up, I want to be just like him. Have a great one, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Please let me know your thoughts as to, you know, should I do this? Should I make it a smooth contour or what? So anyway, I'm Carl, terrible videographer still, and I'm out. Thanks.